เซกชันบ่ายนะคะเริ่มบ่ายโมงตรงนะคะค่ะเดี๋ยวเจอกันนะคะ
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ekman Liu from Singapore, representing CMP Glands. Anybody here or never hear of CMP before? Everybody know, huh? Okay, it's an old brand, huh? Yeah. Don't worry, my presentation today very short. Okay, so you have after this you have your break, yeah. I use Okay, I'm sorry. This is not working well, so I have to stand here. So I will go through this slide. Anything that's not sure, please stop me anytime. Okay. Or later we have a Q&A also. Basically, from CMP, I'm the business development manager here. I'm in charge of the Vietnam market, Thailand market, and Philippine market. Yeah. So I myself actually stay in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. Yeah. Okay, today we will talk about who is CMP and cable gland and the accessories and also the training support we will be given. Okay, let's come. We are under the group of the British Engine in UK, is in Newcastle. And these are the group of companies in UK. So British Engine is the group and CMP is one of the company under British Engine. Probably let me have some videos on this. Warehouse will one part of it occupies 30 has been forced. I'll read and call that value to automated build out machine and taking on site, providing understanding lifespan approach under which the product a state of the art Okay, this is the short brief video about our UK. So, and in the global location, you will see all those yellow ones are the office and distributions. That means we do have stock. Okay, for in Singapore, you will see Singapore, China, Korea, in Busan, in Shanghai, we do have stock and office in East Asia. So Singapore is the main hub for the Asia. Yeah. So like for me, I stay in Vietnam. So Vietnam, we don't have stock, but we have offices over there also. So what we CMP products manufacture, cable glands, accessories such as washer, lock nut, adapter, reducer, and also cable clicks. If you see the video just now, most of our products are manufactured by automation machines. Yeah, only humans. Basically, what we do is that installer they just install assembly according to the parts. All parts are basically manufactured by machines. So we have these three main core products for CMP. Okay, this is the latest certificate we have. It's the F4O. It is for the offshore renewables, like wind farms, solar farm, others. So actually, we do have many job project reference for all these offshore renewables, energies, others. And these are the third parties certification on our cable gland and our clicks. So in fact, we have the most third party certification on our products. I think some of them you will see ICE, EC, EX, ABS, Marine. So we cover, of course, oil and gas, chemical and petrochemical plant, energy, power, mining, railway, construction infrastructure, pharmaceutical, and food and agriculture. So mostly, like for example, PTT, then we have the EGAT, EGAT, MEA orders. For us, we so far for this 10 years, actually, we are the market leaders now. And we produced, in fact, last year we produced 9.2 million products last year. So averagely, we have produced 9 million products 1 year. And our capacities is 11 million capacities. That means all our machine can even go up to 11 million. In fact, this year, our company buy 3 more big machines to this capacity will be increased also. Okay, basically, if you want to see our catalogs, we have catalog of our full range on all our cable glands for EX, non-EX, and our products come in brass, nickel plated, brass, stainless steel, and this is all the lock nut accessories. So we have the lock nut, we have the earth tag, we have the serrated washer, stainless steel, this one, then serrated washer, and the PVC shrouds. And these are all the adapters, plugs. Okay, for the Hazardous EX cable glands, for non-armored cables, basically this is the A2F that we are using for EX. And then this is the single wire armored E1FW. This is the one with the outer shear and inner shear. And E1FX, the braided type. We do have this PXS2K. This is for the barrel gland for non-armored cables. And PX2KW for the single wire armored barrel glands compound. And also PX2KX, the braided type. This is our standard models, but we have new cable glands coming out. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, this is the safe area, non-EX, so A2, these are the part number, CW, CX. Now, 3 years ago, I think, okay, by the way, CMP have acquired a manufacturing factory in India. So our A2 CW for safe area are now made in India. Okay, to bring down the cost lower. Because now I think for those industrial cable glands are basically very cheap. You have other competitors like from China. They are very cheap. So that's why we buy a plant and then we do our production there for A2 and CW. Price very comparative. Quality the same. Okay, what is the function for a cable gland? Basically, for the outer shear is for the IP protection. Okay, IP protection. And it protect against dust and moisture, and also hold the cable. So to ensure cable pull. And this part is a ring, it's an armored ring which provide earth continuity. Later you can see the samples over there. We have the samples there. Maybe after this we can show you. And then this is the important one, the explosion proof protection seal. We call it inner seal. So it protect and maintain the integrity of the equipments. Okay, what does it mean? For example, if this is a EXD, EXE, this is the one who prevent the air from coming in. So for cable entry device shall be maintain the integrity of the equipment that is connected. Is what does it mean? It means that, for example, if your boxes is EXE, you have to use EXE cable gland. If your boxes is EXD, you have to use EXD cable gland. You can't use EXE. So this is what it means. Now, this is a compressing seal, okay, and this is a very common, typical, which others cable gland manufacturer use. You see this effect. So when you tighten your cable glands in the inner parts, this inner seal actually will go right into your cable. It might damage your cable. Okay, and this is CMP. We call it this dispensating displacement seal, and this is the one. We have this seal, and in additional, we have this white color one to absorb extra force. The seal been going deep inside. You can take a look. So basically, it's if you see this is metal to metal, the clamping on the seals, metal to metal. This is the correct one. So if metal to metal, sometimes even this one go in metal to metal, it will go in deeper. This one basically it will slide along nicely, or maybe a slight dented. It is okay. So this is the displacement seal. The picture of this after they have installed, and then they take out and make a check on this. Now, the difference seal is over here. The normal compression seal by others, basically you'll see it eat a lot inside, and long time this you will see core wires. And this is displacement CDS system, our patented design. And you will see it's only like this a bit. So there's a big difference here. Now, how to select cables? Now, to use a cable gland, the cable firstly must be round, fully round. And also, it must be compact and full of feelers. It means internally must be hard. It cannot be without feelers. Cable gland cannot be used on this EX, ED, E1FW or E1FX. It'd be like this. This is the correct one. Compact, then with almond, and then all the feelers. It's a real round for the inner cables. So cable gland using elastomer sealing ring means that maintaining the film-proof production method. So you will see if you have this type of inner bedding, or now because of the cost price, they reduce the cost for the manufacturer. They use very soft inner bedding. So it will cost unround. So you have to use barrel gland instead of E1 series. Now this is the barrel gland. For traditional one, this is the compound. We have compound A, compound B, clay, mix it together, and then we slot it in and wait for 8 hours to cure. So this is a very traditional method, but we have something new. Okay, we have something new. Now this is the picture of the compound that we have done. Now, our new products here basically is this one. Okay, for example, for compound, you press the compound, and then sometimes you're pressing in, but sometimes there's still gaps that cannot be fully filled. So we have changed this one to liquid resin. That means you use the injection, you inject the liquid all the way, and liquid can fill everything, fully fill. And this, the curing is only, okay, for this type is 40 minutes. But we have a new patented liquid resin seal, which is pure in 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes, very fast. No other competitors that we have on this. Okay, talk about the zone 1, zone 2 explosive. Okay, as long as is 300 PA, you have to use a EX cable glands. And for the safe one, you see, actually, if this is not secure properly, even the safe area, it might do explosion also. So this is very important over here. And basically, it's also go through by gas immigration. You see, bubbles over here. If it's the cable glands is not installed properly, you will have this type of gas irrigation. Okay, I talk about something that's more a bit dry. This is IEC 600-7914, most updated in 2024. So over here, there's no changes on this. The cable entry device which seal around individual conductors, barrel cables entry devices in compliance with IEC 600-79-1, having an EX equipment certificate, so no change on the barrel brand itself. And this one, cable entries having an EX equipment certification complying with IEC 600-79-1, selected in accordance with the flow chart given in Figure 2. Later, I will show you on the flow chart. And then indirect cables also, okay, must be enclosed with a bushing or terminal block utilizing a different type of protection. Okay, this is still no change, the same. For the outer shear covering with appropriate flame-proof cables, entry devices. So this is the latest one. Okay, now I have done to a charge. If this equipment is installed in 2C gas, okay, 2C gas or 2B plus hydrogen atmosphere, okay, then the gas, and if the cable connected is not more than 3 meters, then you have to use a flame-proof device with barrel gland device. Okay, this is the barrel gland that you need to use if this is under 2C environment. Okay, over here, if it's more than 3 meters, then you have to check whether it is sufficient reliable evidence to support the cable to meet the criteria in Annex C. If no, then you have to use a barrel gland. Now, if this is not in 2C, it's just only 2B or 2A, then you can use our normal E1FX, E1FW, or even T3CDS cable gland without the barrel gland. Okay, and this is like if it's connected cables not more than 0.5, if yes, then you have to check whether the total enclosure is it 2 liters or not. If yes, then you can use a flame-proof device with this cable gland. Yeah. So this is a summary of the latest IEC 674 7914. So far, any question on this? Everybody clear? Now, for us, we are mainly on projects and even REGEN, they are our stockists. They do keep stock in Bangkok, not in Bangkok, in Rayong. Yeah, Rayong, yeah. So what are common cables issue that we face? First, don't maintain the equipment integrity. That means sometimes this box is EXD. They use EXE. Okay, EXE box. Can they use EXD by right? Okay, but you are supposed to use the same. Must be EXE also. Yeah. Okay, then braided armored wire overexposed. Then you see what when you install the cables, the wire and the braided they cut too long. When you install it, you will see braided outside, which is not correct also. Braided wires are not allowed to see outside the cable glands. Missing sealing washer. This is always like, when installer, when they went in and they do their thing in the night, sometimes they drop, they can't see. So sometimes don't have the sealing washer missing. So these are a few, and over tightening. For cable glands, basically you use your hand. Okay, M20 glands, you use your hand to tighten until you cannot tighten. Then you use a spanner, 2.5 turns. Then it will be okay. But somebody, they over tighten it. Yeah. And then you will eat into you will damage the inner seal. And also lack of continuity. Why is there lack of continuity? We have the armored ring, which they drop it or they didn't put it in. Cable not secure effectively. And water ingression problem. Yeah. For us, we provide free training to our customer. Yeah. So if you have a project, and then we will get our guys to do the training on the technical training on the site. That means we will show them how to do the installation, and then the installer will do their own installation, and then we will see whether they okay or not. And then whether they pass our test or not. This way, and then after this, when they pass their test, we will be given the certificate and also a card, something like that. This card, something like this card. So you can hold this, we call it CMP ID cards. That means we encourage owners or main con, those installer have this card, they can put in their shirt, their overall. Then they are able to do installation. Without this card, they are not trained at all. So because cable gland, if you don't install properly, you have a lot of issues. So this is the card that we will provide, and training also, and also inspection. If you need us to do a commissioning inspection, it's also FOC for us. Okay, now talking about the turning part, over tightening, we came out this solution which called the OSTG. Is basically a tightening guide. So you place your cable glands with this paper tap around it, and then from there you will see whether your cables, you turn around and see which cables, then it will show you whether this cable is for 20 size 20 or 25S or 20S. Okay, if not, the installer might get the wrong cable gland and it install. They will see very loose or it's too tight. So this is the OSCG. We can get it free from us. You can get it from REGEN. This is free for all the installer. Actually, we will give this when we have the installation training. It will be best. They will use it. You need some, you can get from us also. No problem. This is how it goes. The cables, and then you just roll over it, and then you'll see what size to use and how many turns to turn. So you will not have over tightening issue. Yeah, this is something that is over tightening. So basically for projects wise, if you have a cable schedule, you have confirmed your cable size. Send the cable data to us. We can do the sizing for you. Okay, we can do the sizing for you. And then once the purchase order received, we will send you the Gland stock, good receive, and then FOC training for all the installer. Then we issue certificate and also project documentation. For example, the certificates, the IEC, blah, 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 the COO, certificate of origin, all this. So please don't feel shy to send us all the cable data and then we will do the sizing for you. We guarantee that if there's anything wrong on our sizing, we will do the replacement FOC also. That's why I say we'll do the inspection, okay, inspection and check all cable gland is installed properly. We do carry out all this if you want us to come. And these are the checklists, virtual and physical checklists. So you can use this format to pass it to your team leader and then to check whether the installer have done a good job or not. Okay, so far a short one, that's all. Any questions? Yep. For E1 series, basically they are the displacement cell. Okay, displacement cell. So as also for T3 CDS is compensating displacement cell, which is I show you in different. Sorry, give me a minute. Now, for CMP, this T3 CDS basically is our premium product. Okay, this one any installer can do as long as this metal and this metal they go together, touch together, metal to metal, and this armor is already sealed or cramped properly already. So this one for our displacement one that you need OSTG, the ruler, to make sure that it's cramped properly for how many turns, not for the over tightening. That's why for E1 series we need training. The price is lower, but we need training to maintain a good condition. So for T3 CDS, the idiot also can do it because as long as all the parts are metal to metals, and they would they as long as metal to metal, the clamping are secure nicely. Yeah, basically that's it. Sorry again. Yes, yes. Yes, right. Precisely. And also the techniques, the displacement one basically our displacement seal. Yeah. Our displacement seal actually we have something like this, but it's triangular. So it's like a cone. It's not a ring, it's a cone. So it's slide accordingly also. But it don't have this one to absorb the extra force. That's all. Yep, that's all. So this is the premium product, which is we are using in Zotica 1E by the UEL. Okay. Recently, we have supplied them all this. And also Proto 1E, or T3CDX. But I think most of the supplier, for example, for Vietnam, all are using E1 series because it's cheap and good enough. If you have a proper training, no problem. So far, we don't have any complaints. That's why we are giving my colleagues there are giving free training installation. So like Measurement, Modec, we are giving all free trainings. So if you need our training or even marketings, please let us know. We will go there and then we do a training for you, a demo for everybody. See, this is what our commitment is. Any more question?
ส่วนของเทรนนิงอะค่ะเราใช้เวลาประมาณ3ชั่วโมงค่ะจะเป็น installation training ค่ะสามารถติดต่อได้
Oh, the reason is it? Okay, for which one? The compound or the liquid? The liquid one actually, as long as you keep it in the how long? I think about 6 months. Basically for this one, for clay you need to put in the actually you need put in the fridge. Yes, fridge. Yeah, 6 months. Yeah, I think now they came out. It's about 1 year. The new one, the latest one. This paper gland that we have is using a string, like you for injection, something a string. You just put it in. This is latest one. It will come out end of this year. Uh, from I think about from factory up 6 months to if for example if reason is spoiled or it's not properly kept, actually you can do an exchange for us. Yeah, okay, you can do the change for us. The curing part is only 15 minutes. Our latest one, very fast. And this is patented also. Any more question?
ครับก็จบไปแล้วนะครับในส่วนของ CMP โดย Mr. Edmund Lew นะครับ
Thank
Thank
you,
you
thank
very
you
much
guys,
for
thank
your
you.
presentation.
Thank
So
you,
we
boss.
are
Thank
now
you, boss.
understand
Thank you for
more
your
about
invite.
the CMP ครับหลังจากเซสชันนี้นะครับเดี๋ยวเราจะมีเป็นเบรกนะครับมีอาหารกับของว่างแล้วก็กาแฟอยู่ด้านนอกเตรียมรอพวกพี่ๆอยู่นะครับก็เราใช้เวลาเบรกกันน่าจะประมาณ15นาทีนะครับแล้วเดี๋ยวกลับมาต่อในส่วนของ Daylight นะครับหลังจากนี้ครับผมเรียนเชิญเต็มที่เลยนะครับพักผ่อนเข้าห้องน้ำแล้วก็ดื่มกาแฟก่อนครับขอบคุณมากเลยครับ